Hello, my beautiful chatling. We've already determined that I am probably autistic, using tests online, of course, the most reputable source of information. But what we haven't determined is whether or not I have ADHD, right? I mean, it truly is a mystery. Who knows? I could not. It is perplexing, and today we're gonna find out, using, again, the most reputable source, a test online. I'm excited. Oh wait, my prediction? I'm guessing yes. Drop your prediction in the comments, the winner gets nothing. Dude, the comments from yesterday when I was wearing makeup were so nice. I was genuinely, I woke up, checked my phone, and then I was giggling and kicking my feet in bed. I was smiling and giggling at my phone. It was embarrassing. I don't know if I can go through that again. Moving on. I often feel restless and want to be moving constantly. Yep. Yeah. I often have difficulty organizing my tasks and activities. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. My day-to-day life is an absolute train wreck. I spend 1.5 hours per day just sitting in a parking lot, unable to get my ass to the next activity. Is that bad? No, it's fine. Yes. I often have difficulty waiting my turn. I would like to say no. Not really. I often have trouble wrapping up the final details of a project once the challenging parts are done. I often have trouble starting a project. I often have trouble working on the project. I often have trouble finishing the project. All of the above. Those who know about the Sonar dating sim. Rest in peace. I often fidget or squirm with my hands or feet when I have to sit for a long time. As I read that, I was going like this with my hands. Also, I always tap my feet. I like squishing my balls as well. Where are they? Where are my balls? Oh, they're over here. Okay. I like squishing my balls. I'm a fidgeter. Yes. Not even when I have to sit still for a long time, just 24/7. I often feel overly active and compelled to do things like I'm driven by a motor. Overly active? I mean, I'm kind of tired 24/7, but that's not really what it's asking. Compelled to do things? Yeah, I'd say yeah. This one... Am I the problem? I feel like I'm the problem, because every test I take, I'm like, this is too ambiguous. It depends. Maybe I'm the problem. I often have wait, also, notice how there's no neutral option? This is scary. I often have problems remembering appointments or obligations. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I often act without thinking about the consequences. Maybe not. I often misplace or have difficulty finding things at home or work. Yes, absolutely. I've lost my phone before. I just lost my balls. I've lost my keys before. Yes. I often interrupt others when they are busy. Not really. Define that. What does that mean? Oh wait, I kind of do that, TBH, now that I think more about it. Yeah, I kind of pester people. Ish. No, sometimes I can respect- I don't know. I often leave my seat in situations where remaining seated is expected. No. I often have difficulty sustaining attention in tasks or play activities. Yeah. I feel like if I watched my own videos on YouTube, I would need some fucking Subway Surfers in the corner. I'm kidding. Let me make one thing very clear, that was a joke. I hate new age YouTube. I'll say it a million times. I like when people set up a camera and then just start yapping, and they don't even edit it. That's my favorite type of video. I often have difficulty sustaining attention. Yeah, very much so. I often find myself talking excessively. Whoa, holy call out, holy clock. Yeah. I often lose focus when reading or doing something for work. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Bro, you know when you're reading? Wait, can you see? I'm gonna actually... Okay, good. I was scared you couldn't see the whole time. For example, look at this paragraph. Something like this, I'll read it 3 times. Probably more, actually, because I read it and my eyes read it, but my brain doesn't read it. And so then I have to retrace my steps, reread the same sentence that I've been on for 7 minutes now. Because even though my eyes are processing it, it's not getting to my brain, Holy tangent. Absolutely. I lose focus when reading. I suck at reading. I'm probably at a 7th grade reading level. Bro, anyone else hit a high school senior reading level in 5th grade and then degrade to the opposite? Now I'm a graduate of high school and I'm reading at a 5th grade level? Anyone else? Or is that just me? Absolutely. Same with work. I often avoid or delay starting tasks that require a lot of thought. It depends. It depends on the task. Because you see, ranking fetishes requires a lot of thought, but that I will not avoid or delay. In fact, I'm elated. I'm enthusiastic. I'm excited to start it. But things such as homework, complex assignments, not only am I going to delay them, I'm going to avoid them entirely and not turn in the assignment. I often have difficulty relaxing when I have free time. Not really. Anyone else fuck with ASMR? Be honest. Whoa, I mean, no, not really. Relaxing when I have free? Well, what does relaxing mean? I often have trouble concentrating on what people say to me, even when they are speaking directly to me. Ooh, wait, this one's, yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. You know when you're talking to someone and you can either look them in the eyes and pay attention to eye contact, or you can pay attention to what they're saying and be like staring completely in the distance, but not both at the same time. I often have trouble concentrating on what people say to me, even when they're speaking directly to me. Yeah. Whoa, not back. Hold on. Next. I often make careless mistakes when working on boring or difficult projects. Yes. Even when they're not boring and difficult, I often make careless mistakes. Period. Oh, finish? Wait. Holy fast test? They know their audience. They know who's taking this quiz. This is a lot of numbers. What does this mean? Okay, I feel like I'm sitting down in the cockpit of a plane. What are all these numbers? You, young adult average, all adults average. Is this bad? Your inattention score is very high. Your hyperactivity impulsivity score is high. Your overall ADHD symptom level is very high. Let's go! Woohoo! So these numbers mean what exactly? Inattention 96. Oh, if that's out of 100, wait a minute. Okay, I'm doing the math. Inattention 96, pretty good. That's an A+, hell yeah. Hyperactivity impulsivity 66, that's what, a high D? Not my best work, we can improve this. Overall ADHD symptoms 81, that's a B, that's passing, hell yeah. Young adult average, oh, that's the young adult average. Alright? These results may be indicative of something. And guess what? I have a secret for you all. You would have never guessed this. I'm actually clinically diagnosed with ADHD. I know you didn't see that one coming. I know that came out of left field. Hopefully you were seated for that reveal, because I know it could be quite jarring. Thank you, Twin, for joining me on this exciting journey. Let me know if you like my balls. And make sure you are following my Twitch in case you haven't already, because I stream every single day. They call me the streamer. Thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day. That's in order. Okay. Bye, Twin.